Hello, friends. I'm Karina Chin, and I'm excited to stamp with you today. Now, this is a recording because I want to be able to pause it and pull out stuff as I go, but I wanted to focus on brand new paper pumpkin kit that came out in September. It's called Fall for Toile. Now, Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit that you can get. It's a little bit of box of, it's a little joy in a box that comes in your mail every single month. And it is $36.75 in Canada. And of course, if you have a demonstrator number, you get a discount on that. So it becomes a little bit cheaper. Now you have to subscribe by the 10th of every month to get the current kit, but the next couple kits are super cute. And this was last month's kit. When you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, sometimes you can get the refill kits and they're less than $20. It used to be around 15. I think they're $18.95, but they change all the time too. Anyway, I'm going to open this for you and I'm going to make my alternative card because people who have Paper Pumpkin subscription through me get a monthly tutorial from me as a thank you gift. And as well, there's Paper Pumpkin Facebook groups. There's so many fun ideas that you can use with this kit. So let me jump down to my desktop and let's open up the kit this month. The first thing I love is that every single month you get a stamp set. And then you get an ink spot. So if you're a newer stamper, this is a it's a great thing for you to have because you don't have to collect all the ink pads. And, maybe you live in an apartment and you don't have tons of space. So your kit comes, you make your projects, you can save these in a spot and they don't take, or in a spot in your house and they don't take a lot of room. So you could actually have a paper pumpkin drawer starting. Anyway, let's take a look at this kit. I haven't even looked at it this month, but I will make an alternative sample for you because I need it for my tutorial group. And then I can upload this into YouTube and Facebook. And not everybody likes live videos, although I do. I love to chat. I love to talk with my friends. So personally, I love it. Okay, so this is Fall for Toile. Now there are dies that will coordinate with the set. Mine's unordered. I'll have to check and see where they are because they have not come in yet. So where are my dies? That is a very good question. Okay, so let's open this up. Now the first thing that you'll notice when you get your kit is you always get adhesive. So you don't have to have any adhesive. You can just use this. These are the glue dots. These are the dimensionals. Oh, I even love how they're packaging the ribbon now. That's super cute. You get coordinating envelopes. Sometimes it's 3D projects. You never know. This one, these are envelopes. So it looks like we get 3 in, what color is this? This doesn't look like pumpkin pie. This looks like timid tiger to me, pecan pie, and this looks like Cajun craze, hence the ink spot. And then you get some card bases. Oh, these are going to be pretty. Oh, and I love, oh, wait a second. This is coordinates with a product suite. So let me just take a minute here. Okay, you get 3 card bases that look like this. How pretty is this? Oh my gosh, Stampin' Up, you have really done a good job this month. And pretty much every month. But look at this. You get 3 card bases like this. And then we have 3 card bases that were more neutral. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. And then it looks like, so this isn't a gold foil. It's almost like a chocolate foil or an early espresso foil. That is beautiful. And then you get some labels, some circle labels, some regular labels. You get some frames like, oh gosh, look how beautiful this is. Wow, that's all I can say is wow. Okay, so like I said, you might be able to get the refill kits. I'm a subscriber, so I can bring one into you and in for you. You just wouldn't have the stamp set. But look, you get a fox, a pumpkin, some leaves. It says thank you or thankful. Oh, wow, this is super fun. Okay, let's go on and take a look what else comes in the kit. Now, they always give you this so that you can fold it up and put it in your you can buy our plastic cases to keep our paper pumpkin stamps in. Let's grab one. When you subscribe through me, I always give you a case. They're clear cases. And this is just an old one that I have. Looks like I got a rhinestone in here. We don't need that. Let's pull that away. Take that away. And then we will put this on the inside, and then I can keep my stamp set in here. Isn't that fun after I'm done? Okay, what else do we get? And then you get these really detailed instructions. Oh, hold on a second. I do have the dies for this one. So this was actually last month, so I do have this. Well, it goes for 3 months. So the new dies that are coming out are going to work for October, November, and December. These ones must have worked for July, August, September. Yeah, July, August, September. Look at the little leaves and stuff. Super cute. So anyway, you can scan the QR code and you can get your add-on kit. They're about $16.50 for the add-on kit. Let's see what the finished cards look like. That's beautiful. Like, look at that. Who wouldn't love to receive that card in the mail? And I like how it's got pictured instructions, right? So you can just follow along and even shows you like where to put your Stampin' or where to put your glue dots, the hexagon shape or the Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, and that's what this card is going to look like. Oh my gosh, this one is beautiful. Look at that for a beautiful fall card. This is so pretty. I can't believe I haven't looked at this kit yet. Crazy. Okay, now these are my pieces, and I like to make an alternative, but the tutorial group that I am in, the idea is to use this stamp set with different products. So that what do you do with the stamp set after, what do you do with the stamp set after you've used your kit and you've got it laying around? Okay, first of all, I'm looking for my dies. Nope, here they are. Okay, so I've got that. I don't know, I lost my case somewhere. That's okay. This will work. So it's got a little acorn. It's got a strawberry. It's got a little leaf. That's really pretty. Let's see. What does this look like again? Oh, I guess that's the, oh, I see. That's this. So this shape works for the acorn or the strawberry. Wow, look at that. I was just seeing if I'm missing a piece, but I don't think I am. That is pretty fun. Okay, so let's get started. Now, I've already got part of a kit cut because whenever I run my classes at Friesen Brothers, I usually have an extra kit or two. So I'm going to use a base that I've already got, and I'm going to kind of show you how I would cut it. Okay, so this is a little bit of a paper waster, this card, but it is a fancy fold. So you're going to start with a piece of cardstock. That is 5.5 inches by 11 inches. Okay, and you were going to score that at 4.25, 5.5, and 6.75. And then on this front panel, you are going to make a diagonal cut from this first score line here all the way to the bottom right-hand corner. And then you get a piece that looks like this. Okay, so that was super fun. Now we need some kind of designer series paper, and I want it to be a little bit different than what I had before. Okay, what am I going to say here? This is what? Wishing you the happiest of days with some little nuts. Let's pull in this paper pack. Okay, I have this paper pack that I'm using. Now, there is no old olive on this base. No old olive. Wonder if I should, yeah, it's got mossy meadow and old olive in it. I feel like this sweet coordinates with the Autumn Toile Designer Series paper pack. I really like the stripes. And this is oh, look at yeah, it does coordinate. Look, the paper matches the card base, so it does coordinate. And I love this. I love, love, love this. Okay, let's pull this out. I feel like this is not going to be the best color now. I was trying to use this kit, so maybe I will instead. I'm going to pull out Early Espresso. So I'm totally changing my my card, but that's okay. You'll see how to cut this really fast. Yeah, I feel like early espresso is going to look beautiful with this card. Okay, so you will actually get to see me cut this. So what did I say it was? 5.5 by 11? 5.5 by 11. And what did I say we score it at? I don't know. I think it was, I haven't done my tutorial yet. We score it at 4.25, 5.5, and 6.75. So 4.25, 5.5, and 6.75. Right? And here is my first score line. We're going to make a diagonal cut. And I love the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer because I can easily take a look in my trimmer track and line up the score line with the point at the bottom of the card. Okay, now my tip is, here's my cutting blade off to the side. I don't want to pull it up this way because the tip will get bent a little bit. So go from the wider edge of your cardstock and pull it down. Okay, now it looks to me like we need a mountain, valley, mountain fold. Mountain, valley, mountain fold. So it looks like an M. M for must craft. Sure, why not? Okay, so we're just going to put this away now. Now I've got a whole other kit that I can do something with later. I believe I need some designer series paper. So let's use this pattern. We need it to be 5.25 by 4. 5.25 by 4. Okay, there we go. So we need that piece. Now we need this designer series paper. Let's see what's on the other side of this. Can I use both sides? Maybe. I don't really love this Mossy Meadow pattern so much. What else do I have in here? Maybe I can actually emboss this. Oh, I like this pattern though. But I've already got pumpkins that I want to use, so I don't think I'll use that. Are there two neutral sides of the paper? Not really. Okay, I'm just going to cut this one down to, what square is this? So let's take a look. We'll pretend that this is my early espresso. So if this is 4.25 by 5.5, this would then be 4 by 5.25, cut at a diagonal. Okay, now I got to be careful because I don't want my pheasants upside down. I think that'll be okay. Okay, let's cut it at an angle. I can't really remember what this card looks like. We'll see. We'll put it together and we'll see. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go like this because I want my pheasants going the right direction. This side is fine. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's start putting this together. Like I said, I can't really remember how to make this card. We'll check out some of the pieces on the side. I think it's makes like a mini card. I don't know. I don't remember now. Let's go like this. This front piece is going to go here. Like so. Okay, so I went and actually cut this shape out with my party banner dies. You can get these in the starter kit. We got an amazing sale starting on October the 1st until the 31st. I think it's like $48 in Canada, and you get $165 in product, no shipping, no GST, or $165, and I think you get like 200 $242 or $252 in product. So it's a really sweet deal right now. And you can get the party banner dies along with the alphabet dies. It is a bundle in the catalog. I think it's around $135, but I use these all the time. I absolutely love these dies along with the alphabet ones. So I've already cut my banner shape that's going to go on the inside of my card. And I'm cutting this label for the front of the card. And we have another sweet bundle called Label Me Grateful. It's got "You're the best, you're so appreciated. A little kindness makes a big difference." Today, though, I am going to use the paper pumpkin stamp set because I love these sentiments as well. But I love the label shape. And again, it's got some fall foliage, some leaves. It's a really, really fun set. I think it's an online exclusive, so you may not have noticed that. The other thing I need these two strips. So this was a perfectly pair card that I'd made previously, so I don't need that, but I do need two strips of designer series paper that is 1 inch by 5 1/4. So let's use this 1 inch by 5 1/4. And I love this design. I think this is really pretty. Okay, 1 inch by 5 1/4. There is one, and it just makes it look pretty, right? 1 inch by 5 1/4. We have that one, and I'll put this away for now, my paper trimmer. We'll see what else we need. I know I need to cut a few leaves as well. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's do this. It seems like a crime to cut up this beautiful pumpkin paper. Ah, I got sticky fingers. And I usually do an easy stamping 1, 2, 3 video on Wednesday nights, and maybe I'll just make up the paper pumpkin cards because they are too pretty. They're too beautiful. I just want to make these cards and give them to friends and make their day. I think it's so pretty. Okay, so see how this is coming along? And let's put this on the inside. That way I'm not wasting any paper. It's going to look like this. And you can see it's really easy, right? It's easy to do, easy to cut. We'll put some ribbon around that. Okay, so this is going to go here. This is going to go here. I'm going to kind of center it so it looks, interesting. I do have a die to cut some leaves, but like I said, I kind of wanted to stamp some pumpkins. And this says, "Wishing you the happiest of days." Like, how nice is that? Wonder if I can stamp my pumpkins. Look, my pumpkins will fit on this label. And you might be thinking that, if you're a new stamper, you don't have all this stuff to make the alternative card. Well, that's okay. Just make your cards in here. Make your cards that come in the kit and just grab some paper. You don't have to have all the fancy dies. You just need a paper trimmer and some designer series paper. That's it. So it's really easy to make these fun projects. I am going to use, maybe I'll use Cajun Craze. Do I have Cajun? Oh, I don't have any Cajun Craze that I'm using right now. So I think maybe I'll use Early Espresso then. Where is it? Here's my Early Espresso. And I want to stamp my pumpkins. So let's stamp my pumpkins first. And then I'm going to color them in with stamping blends. So let's grab that. Pumpkins. Who doesn't love pumpkins? Okay, and then I think I'll do Early Espresso for wishing you the happiest of days. Isn't that cute? Now we're just going to color our pumpkin. And I'm assuming everybody has a Simply Chamois. I cut mine into 4 pieces. It just that way I've always got one section that's clean and ready to go, and I don't have to clean them as often. Okay, and for my pumpkins, I think I'm going to use Timid Tiger. I like Timid Tiger. And we'll get an Old Olive. Now I do have Cajun Craze, but I don't really have Cajun Craze in my colors that I chose, so I don't feel like I'm limited by that. Oh, this is Peach Pie. Why do I have Peach Pie? They're retired. But they might be available in the clearance racks, so go ahead, check them out. Okay, and then let's just go over this. I hope I grabbed light Timid Tiger. It's kind of more like a cantaloupe color to me. So you can see how fast I can color. And then I can go over the kind of dashed lines with my dark Stampin' Blend, because there's two colors. In every package of Stampin' Blends, you get a dark and a light. And then that way you can add some highlights to your pumpkins. And then if you want, you can even add, I think I've still got some green ink on this from another class that I did last night. So let's just pull it at the bottom. Yeah, I do. Right. And then I can kind of create some grass or some ground on it and just soften it up a little bit. There we go. And it's going to go like this. Isn't that cute? Okay, now we need something here because this is looking a little boring. Wishing you the happiest of days. What else comes in this set? Wishing you the thankful, thinking of you. Maybe I'll just stamp some of these little leaves down here and we'll just color them in because they're kind of pretty. They're very pretty, all these little leaves. Pretty cute. So I've got a nice fall card. I love making fall cards. I just don't use them that much. I probably should have grabbed a smaller block. Okie dokie, here we go. So we're going to stamp this one here. I'll stamp this one here, just so I've got like a little scattering of leaves. What is this one? Let's see. Let's put this one over here. And I have room for one more. Right, and I just have a little scattering along the bottom of my card. Now I have to color these in. So let's make this one a dark Timid Tiger. This one is going to be Old Olive. I think I want a light Old Olive though. And I wonder if I have Cajun Craze. I thought I did. I think, what is that? Dark Cajun Craze. Let's get light Cajun Craze. And I have a light Old Olive. Okay, and we will go like this. Ooh, I need to replace this one. The tip is getting fuzzy. It's a good thing that there is a bullet tip and a brush tip with these. See, isn't that pretty? And let's take a light. Well, this is dark Cajun Craze and dark Calypso Coral, so I don't know what's going on with my colors. What's this one? That's Terry Cobbler. Oh, now all my stuff has fallen down behind me. That's okay. We'll sort it out after. Okay, let's just put this over here. That is so strange about my Cajun Craze. Okay, here we go. What is this? Also dark Cajun Craze. Well, I think I'm just going, I don't know if I want that color though. What does it look like? Ah, that's pretty dark. Maybe I'll do real red instead. Or light cherry cobbler, sure. Get a red going in here, just so it's a little different color. And then I'll have to organize my blends because I am missing a few colors now, so I might as well place an order for myself so I get the right colors. Okay, that was painful. So what I'm going to do is just add this to the inside of my card. Isn't this pretty? Pretty, pretty. That gives me lots of room to write my sentiment. I can put this on here, kind of center that. But first, I think I'm going to wrap some ribbon or some twine around it, because in this, what is it? Paper Autumn Toile. I think it's Autumn Toile. It actually has some baker's twine. So let's put some baker's twine around this, and it'll hold it shut, hold it closed. Then I can put my label on it that I've created. Okay, what is going on with my tie-in of the bow today? Yeah, let's go like this. There we go. Then we'll just move this over. There we go. I feel though like it should be a little tighter. Let's try this again. Okay. And I'm just going to pull this over to the side. This is going to go on here. Now let's secure this with a little bit of tear and tape adhesive. Let's see if I can find my tear and tape. There we go. I think it's this. Oh. And the reason why I'm securing it down is I don't want it to move. Okay, we're going to go put this on here with Stampin' Dimensionals. Let's see. We're going to put one here, and one here. 1, 2, 3, stamp with me. No, I'm just kidding. Although that would be a good little line for a video. Okay, see, isn't that cute? And now what I'm going to do is just get my little leaf die. And I'm going to go down and see if I have any scrap paper and add a couple of these on there. So they're just the right, I think they're just the right size. See, isn't that cute? Okay, so I've already die cut out these 3 little leaves. Again, if you don't have a die cutting machine, stamp them and cut them out because you have the stamp, right? And then I'll just put these, I'll kind of cluster them over here, and I'm just going to put them on with mini Stampin' Dimensionals. And you do get these mini Stampin' Dimensionals in your kit. I just have a package opened already. So I will attach these here. And away I go. Isn't this easy? I think this is a really cute little card. Okay, let's go like that. Okay, there you go. And then you open it up and it's got this nice little label inside for you to write your project. It's not hard to cut. You can cut along with me with just whatever paper you have on hand. And you know, maybe you want to do this with flowers, like wishing you the happiest of days. Maybe you could use the pear paper instead, right? Because this sentiment is good for any time of year. And also has thinking of you and thankful. Oh, and it looks like it's got some birds flying away. Oh, that's pretty cool too. And warm wishes. Very, very nice. So anyway, I hope you love this stamp set as much as I do. And like I said, if you want to try subscribe with Paper Pumpkin through me, I do send you a case, although we have a Canada Post strike on right now. So if you live in Edmonton, I could drop it off. Otherwise, I might have to wait till it's over. And then these boxes, I don't think they use Canada Post. So hopefully they will not be affected by the strike. So you'd still get your fun little crafting surprise in the mail. So thanks for joining me today, everybody. And I hope you love your paper pumpkin kits and will create something beautiful with it. Have a great